Gentlemen, Trump did it again. Today there was a huge protest, and if you look at the news on CNN here, where on their website, and you see
Arizona,
this.
and what you see is a traffic jam there. A number of people who are holding signs preventing those vehicles from passing. We understand this is Shea Boulevard, and in order to get to the Donald Trump scheduled event about to get underway momentarily, you've got to get through.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here today we are going to talk a little bit about Trump, his immigration instance. I wrote extensively about it last time, where what he's going to do. For one, he's planning to build a huge wall. Two, banning Muslims. Three, taking away H-1B visas for some people, and preferably the one who are in IT, and also for students, you name it. I put the link of the other video in on the bottom here. You can read about it. But today he topped it all by having Sheriff Arpaio talking at his rally. For all those who don't know about Sheriff Arpaio, he's very famous for basically passing all those laws that end up in the Supreme Court and getting hit down, basically getting kicked out by the Supreme Court, where he basically wanted Arizona to have its own immigration laws. And that law really kind of triggered a lot of momentum. I remember when it was passed, I think in 2010, when it was proposed, I myself went on the radio, and that's how I started my radio shows on immigration, because of exactly this event. And today, hearing his name kind of sent a chill down my spine, knowing full well his stance on immigration, and now having basically this supporting Trump is having a double whammy here, and it's going to really be hard on the immigrants. So watch out for this. And luckily, we had a lot of protesters, and we hope that the protesters protested really in a peaceful manner. But the way it's going, it's very sad. We are looking at almost a civil war, and I played a little bit in the beginning the CNN coverage of that. But bottom line, when it comes to Arizona, as you know, Arizona has one of the is really probably the worst place to live for immigrants. For me personally, when I hear all the stories, and as much as a lot of people think it's a great place, but it's very sad, because the kind of stories and cases I have received from Arizona is heartbreaking. People getting arrested. I remember a truck driver who came to see us called us from custody. He's a U.S. citizen, but because he didn't speak English very well, they assumed he was an illegal immigrant, and that's really kind of what is happening. And if having Sheriff Arpaio backing Trump, that means it's trouble not only for people who are unlawfully documented here, but legal immigrants too. That means basically people like us who are here U.S. citizen, but just because we look immigrants and we think as immigrants, it's going to be very hurtful. So the question now, who's going to be able to stop Trump? It seems like he's on an ascension, and a lot of people are worried. Both the GOP and the Democrats are worried, but more worrisome is the world also is really worried, and people are starting to take it seriously, worrying that he's before he even becomes president, he's at odds with China, with the Middle East. He's at odds with even Europe. Well, Europe we don't know yet, but he even is saying bad things about Canada, about NAFTA. So let us see how this thing unfolds. But by having Sheriff Arpaio supporting him, it kind of it is an indication how Trump is going to actually deal with immigrants, and that means also legal immigrants, because they don't make any distinction in Arizona, and there are many cases and many lawsuits to prove that. And ladies and gentlemen, whatever I said today is my opinion only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact a lawyer, or if you have any questions, the number to our office 510-742-5887. Good luck to all the people out there. Hopefully Trump will not be president.